Yo, what's up? I can't sleep, so I'm just trying to talk myself so I can fall asleep or something. You know, everybody I try to call, I try to call old girl. She was like, "Well, I finna go to sleep. I gotta get up and do blah blah blah." So, uh, well, the talking will go be brief anyway. But still, I just needed somebody to talk to, at least get myself tired so I could go to sleep, you know. But yeah, I did a video earlier today talking about Kendrick Perkins and LeBron, you know, and how since the Jordan thing came out, the LeBron lovers just been white knighting for LeBron, but to no end. But this video ain't gonna be sold on LeBron. I'm just, get some stuff off my chest. Yeah, the summertime is pretty much here. I know it's a different climate now based on how it was last year. And around this time, June, July, when I take my vacation, uh, Freddy Krueger bus tried to get you, but I hope. No, that ain't the case because I actually got to go to sleep before Freddy Krueger could get me, you know. But, yeah, so usually I take my vacation around July, June for a couple of days. So, but I assume that you could fly out and stuff. Like last year, I went to New York, but 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 I'm going again, and I'm gonna experience everything solo. Not this year. Once all this blow over, you know, uh, I might go somewhere or whatever. Probably get one of my friends in town, one of my close friends, to see if they want to go to New York and go with them, or I just do it solo. You know what I'm saying? Uh, what else? What else going on? The COVID thing. People. I ain't saying it blowed out of proportion. I get yelled at a lot by the females at work. Uh, not in a you know mean way, because I always yeah, LeBron is a role player. That gonna always be the case. And because I don't never wear my mask. I don't never wear a mask. I got a mask. They gave us one at work to wear, but I don't never wear it. You know. I mean, I wear it. They say we gotta wear it in the hall, in the offices. In my office area, it's fine, but in the hallway, I gotta wear it. They gonna tell you to go home. Cause I feel fine. I'm going to the gym. Start by going to the gym. Probably Saturday. The gym in town opened up probably like a month ago, and I went one day. I think I went that following Monday when they opened, just to see how it is, and all the machines and stuff like separated, so you can still get your. Then I go real early in the morning. I go like the gym open up at 4:30. This particular gym open up at 4:30, and I answer that question in a second. And so I went there just to see, and then it used to be like less than 10 people being there at the time anyway. So I could just do all my exercises and leave. So I go first thing in the morning, because when I go to work and when I get off, because I get off, in the afternoon, and I don't be want to work out. You've been tired from working, so LeBron is not the goat. At let me see, you put the goat thing. Let me see. Oh, if that's a goat, he's not the goat, by the way. And so I go early in the morning, because when I get off, if I want to go somewhere else, uh, I I could just go instead of worrying about the gym. Since 2018, I don't think I did a video saying this. I was like, at 2018, I blew up to 210 pounds. And June 1st, 2018, I dedicated myself going to the gym, back going to the gym again, because I stopped playing basketball. I just went to work, came home, went to work, came home. But I dedicated myself uh, in June 1st, 2018, and I went to the gym, give or take 3 to 5 times a week. And then once I got in better shape at the end of that year, I joined the Y, and yeah, in the morning time so you can get it over with. And then in the later part of 2018, I joined the gym. And I'm gonna get in the debate with this guy, Big whatever the guy name. I wait till I tell my story, cause Michael Jordan is not a role player. And so I started. Then in the later part of the year, I got back in shape and I joined the Y and started playing basketball again. You know, and so I dropped a lot of weight. And then since the pandemic, I've been trying to work out at home, but it suck at home because I don't have all the equipment. I got resistant bands, but that's not the same as a bench press and all of that. And then they got distractions at the house like the TV, the couch. You can't really do. You can't really. I can't really do what I need to do. So from that point, when the gyms close, I just you know I didn't eat too much. I try not to eat too much stuff because I know I ain't gonna go to the gym to to balance it out. Give and take some days, but I'm gonna start back going regularly Saturday or probably Monday. Just set the alarm at 4:20. Go to the gym. Take about 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. And I ain't gonna take a shower there. They don't have an open shower. They got the stall. So and head back home, take a shower, eat breakfast, and get ready for work. And but the COVID thing, hopefully everything is will be back to somewhat normal by the end of the year. You know, and especially the sports, the NBA. They talking about playing at let me see what this guy said. How much do you bench press? Like at first, I when I first started back, when I first like I ain't buff or nothing, but I when I first started, it was like the bar. I forgot how much the bar is, so I'm just gonna tell you the weights on each side. 25. No, it was 25 on each side when I first started. And then after a couple of months and stuff, it got easy. So I put 30 on each side and 35 on each side before I think it was like 40 on each side before the pandemic hit. I probably got started back to 25. Cause I don't want to hurt myself, and I don't have any spotter. So you know, let's see. Are you good with football stadium not having fans with stadium? Yeah, I'm good with that. They play. I just watch it on TV, so I know the crowd and stuff will add more to it. But yeah, I like Bruce Lee, and so I did that. My cardio like Monday, Wednesday, like when I first started going back, like working out and eating better in June 2018. Uh, 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 I just talked to him today. He over there. Well, I'm talking to somebody that I know outside of YouTube that I know. Uh, oh, I guess it dropped or something. But he over the Charger fan overseas in the military, but he'll be back. His family over here, and he'll be back. Well, he was supposed to come back in the summer next month, but since all this happened, I think he said that he ain't gonna be back to about August or September or something. And let's see. So I talked to him today. I try, since he overseas, I contact him through the Facebook phone thing, and talk to him for a little bit because I think it's like 6 o'clock in the afternoon or something over there now. But I talk to you outside of YouTube and tell you more about it. Michael Jordan was a role player. I'm gonna answer all these questions. Michael Jordan was a role player in the last 3 years. That's false. I know just like a typical LeBron lover, bring up the Wizards. The man was 38, 39, 40 years old. So and then at that point he's still the best player of the team at 40. Okay? So are you good with football stadium? Yeah, I'm good with the team if they have safer safety precautions. Because they more physical, they more direct because they tackling each other and stuff. So if everybody get tested or whatever, they should be fine. You watch Ticket TV? I don't know who that is. Uh, do you agree with ESPN top five players? I assume you talking about the jump today when they talk about the role player number one. I think Giannis number two. I think that I went Durant number three or something like that. Then Kawhi Leonard and somebody else. You know, but LeBron ain't number one. Okay, Kawhi Leonard. Okay, and I assume they talking about when Durant healthy, because if it going by this year, he ain't on the list because he didn't play. So LeBron number one. ESPN LeBron Living Central. Stephen A. Smith front. Uh, uh, uh. Stephen A. Smith front like I criticize LeBron. No, you criticize him just to throw us off. You can't throw me off, Stephen A. Smith. Okay, you a LeBron lover because you was okay with him going to Miami. You didn't go in on him like you went in on Durant. You know, this man won 61 games and he left. Durant, he was stupid for leaving too, but at least he had a reason. Okay? His reason was he didn't have any help. He didn't have enough help. Okay? His reason was he didn't like Westbrook. That's why he left. Okay? He didn't say, well, I ain't having no. Well, I guess he did say it in that burner account, saying that he had this and that. Well, really, he did. He used that burner account to bash Westbrook, which is stupid. And I ain't really stressing that because LeBron got a burner account too. And he sent himself messages. Hey, when Space Jam 2 come out? Just the next day or the same time when the last dance. Hey, when Space Jam 2 come out, he already had a hat made. The movie ain't even made. Nobody gonna watch that stupid movie. You know. But then again, I may watch it just to see how stupid it's gonna be. Gonna have all his yes man, Kendrick Perkins gonna be up. These are the people. These are the people. The Monstars. Who they had? They had Charles Barkley, Muggsy Bowles, Grandmama. They had good players. Well, such as Sean Bradley, but other than that, they had pretty decent players. But LeBron, he gonna have his flunkies on there. He gonna have Kendrick Perkins, who suck. He gonna suck as the monster because he suck as a player. He gonna have Shannon Fry. He gonna be a monster. These people gonna say, who are these people? We know who Barkley. What Patrick Ewing in it? Uh, yeah, I think Patrick Ewing, because I ain't see Space Jam so long. Uh, he had Patrick Ewing and all that. I think Patrick Ewing in it. But with Barkley, Larry Johnson, and everybody, he gonna have Shannon Fry as a monster. Uh, Kendrick Perkins, Damian Jones. I hope y'all remember him because he a big time LeBron love. He followed LeBron to the end of the earth. He played in Cleveland with that role play. Gonna have him as a monster. Who else? Kissy Butt. Who else? James Jones. I forgot about him because he followed LeBron. He followed LeBron to Miami and back to Cleveland. He gonna have nothing but scrubs on that movie. And the people go, the people in the movie gonna say, well, these the best players that you can steal the powers from, because you really ain't gonna steal much, you know. See, Jordan, well, if Kawhi Leonard don't have that personality to play in the movie, but if he did, he'd have top players. He'd have Steph Curry. He'll have, he'll have, yeah, he got Space Jam 2 coming out. That junk gonna be garbage. He gonna have Shannon Fry, Kendrick Perkins, Damian Jones, James Jones. He gonna have nothing but scrubs as the players, quote unquote, that they steal the powers from. I said the team where they don't even need LeBron James. Yosemite Sam and Longhorn Foghorn, they could beat Shannon Fry. They might not even call LeBron. They get these players, you know. They said, man, we can handle Shannon Fry because Shannon Fry suck, you know. And Kendrick Perkins is trash. But what other and Kendrick Perkins, he started yelling like he taking that jump personally. Everybody else, you know, they arguing their points, but Kendrick Perkins was on there today just yelling at idiot Max. He mad, but he be defending LeBron. Scott MJ lies about the flu game like he lied about the player disrespecting him during the game. Let me see. MJ lies about the flu. Well, he don't lie about the flu game. He was sick. You know, he just wasn't sick with the flu. He was sick. And that crazy, a sick Michael Jordan is better than a healthy LeBron. Isn't that crazy? You know, because, you know, when he get hurt, oh, I got a cramp, I can't play. You know, he was going out as an excuse. He lied about player disrespecting him during the game. No, he don't lie about that. What's your name? Big Sly the Great. I'm just gonna call you Big Sly. He didn't lie about the flu game. He had food poisoning. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was a flu. But in either case, he was sick. Okay, and he won. And he lied about the player disrespecting him. Well, you know, they trash talk him. Or in his mind, he think they disrespecting him. Like that guy said, good game, Mike. You know. Or that guy from the Heat. Say, hey man, we should play 1-on-1. That disrespect top 5 players in the NBA. Today or ever. Because today it's Kawhi Leonard. If everybody healthy, you know, not just this year, currently it's Kawhi Leonard 1, Steph Curry 2, Kevin Durant 3. I ain't gonna say Harden because Harden is a choker. And Giannis, I say Giannis, is 4, and Kyrie Irving is 5. Okay? I ain't gonna say James Harden because James Harden is a choker. Westbrook will be in my top 10, but he got tendency not to win in the playoffs, you know. He admitted he lied on the player. Food poisoning will have you throwing up like crazy. So he wasn't sick. Boy, the LeBron level boy. Big booty white girl Pog police. Bruce Blitz tells the truth about LeBron now. Well, he had no choice but to tell the truth. You know, I haven't been thinking about fake analysts, man, in years. But yeah, Dame in my top 10. You know, Damian Lillard. Klay Thompson in my top 10. What else? I put they're trying to think of the teams. You know, I already said Giannis. But there's a lot of up and coming players. But LeBron ain't. LeBron is a role player. Now the top role players, he'll be up there, you know. And well, Michael Jordan didn't lie. Okay, what's going on, Megatron 49er? Yeah, but Bruce Blitz, I ain't, you know. If he telling the truth about LeBron, it's about time because LeBron been a role player since I discovered it during the decision. But you know, It is what it is. But what else? Like I told you, I'm starting back going to the gym Monday, and when I first started, I used to just go 3 days, and then I started by going 5 days. LeBron is top 15 player. Well, in the league, you want to go out popularity. If LeBron didn't win the chip this year, he never going to win again. He's not. And then what the LeBron level go say when the season, if the season start back and he lose, which he gonna lose. Uh, uh, uh. Oh, I might check him out. I'm working remotely tomorrow, so I might check him out while I'm at home. In between watching Undisputed. But uh, if the season started, these LeBron lovers they gonna say that the season wasn't long enough. He didn't get a chance to build chemistry. LeBron is top five. He is not no top five all time. He ain't even top five in the league today. Okay, he is not top five all time. The man is three. How can a man with a losing record in the finals? Cause top five, you gotta win some championship being my top five. Okay, that man 3-6 in the final, but he a top five, he probably number one. In your eye, you talking about Jordan lied, Jordan is a liar, and Jordan sucked his last year. They always say they always bring up the Wizard years. That man was just doing that as a pastime. I don't think he got paid. I think his money went to something else through proceeds or something. I think that man just was doing it just to see if he could own the team. Okay, if that wasn't the case, he wouldn't play, and then he was still the best player on the team at 40. So what that tell you? Uh, that's the only thing they could say. Yeah, Michael Jordan sucked with the Wizards. Michael Jordan, well, yesterday the dude said Michael Jordan quit. He quit twice. I don't know how retiring is quitting. Quitting to me is I'm supposed to show up at work tomorrow. I don't show up to work, and then I just tell them I quit. Retiring, I'm a Laker fan and want them to win the title, not because of LeBron, because I don't want it to be the Sixers. I don't think the Sixers go win anyway. And LeBron, and I hate to break it to you, LeBron ain't gonna win either. Okay, LeBron ain't even make the playoff last year. Okay, and they made all these excuses. Oh, he going to the lake. These people, you remember when he went to the Lakers last year? They painting murals on the wall. Oh, he right there with Kareem, and they ain't even play yet. Shannon Sharp, he already top 5 Lakers, Skip Bayless. How? He didn't play. And he ain't gonna win. If he was such a great, why Magic Johnson quit? He quit. He saw the writing on the wall. He said, "Man, that man ain't going to the playoff or winning." Let's see. Having me crying when he cooked LeBron. He wasn't even the best player on the bench. Who wasn't the best player on the bench? Who? Oh, tomorrow when Michael Jordan played, I guess when he played off the bench, limited minutes or something with the Wizards. But then again, the man 40 years old. Okay, Hitman Hearns, he was a great fighter, but at 46, he'll lose. You can't say, "Oh man, Hitman Hearns sucked. Look, he lost." So I said, "Well, he's 46 years old, so he prone to lose." When Roy Jones got knocked out, he started looking at that knockout was bad. I don't know if that was his last fight, but when I saw that, when he hit that bounce against that rope and just fell face first on the mat, I said, Roy Jones, you need to stop boxing before you end up getting yourself killed. And he one of my favorite boxers. Him, uh, uh, Trinidad. I like all of them. Tyson, Tyson told me he come back at 53. He could beat me, but I don't know if he could beat like average young boxers, cause his last fight he fought some white guy. I think that was his last fight. The boxing fan they'll know, cause I remember watching it. He lost to some white guy, and not because he white. That's why he sucked. But the guy was a can compared to the according to the boxing people, and he lost to him. So it was time for him to hang it up back then. Uh, uh, the Laker front office are idiots. Well, they probably are. Yeah, they are idiots for signing LeBron. You right. They saw that man just fresh off losing the final. Oh man, we got to get him. The man just lost the finals. MJ came out the bench. Kukoc saved Jordan. Well, that's not true. That just uh listen once again. Michael Jordan did not. All these people you talking about saved Jordan. They did not hit the shot to win the game because of Jordan Breaks. Ray Allen shot the ball because LeBron James breaked. LeBron James didn't pass it to him. LeBron James breaked. That's why Ray Allen saved him. Kyrie Irving didn't even want to take that chance of LeBron James shoot. He just went up the court and shot. Okay, to save LeBron. Jordan, that wasn't the case. You know. You heard him in the documentary. He said, "You ready, Kerr?" That what making your teammate better do, LeBron. Slotted great or whatever your name. That what making your teammate better do. Siakam got paid because of Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard got the best out of that player, and now he getting paid. He one of the best players in the East, in the league. So, but anyway, what the Tyson thing? Mike Tyson. He told me he gonna box Evander Holyfield. He 57. Evander Holyfield. He continued to fight long after Tyson retired. So if they fight each other, I mean. A regular person they could beat a regular person to death, but with the boxing and the speed and stuff, I don't know if they could beat, to my Tyson Fury. And I said, nah, he can't beat no Tyson Fury. Now the young Mike Tyson probably could, and but 53-year-old cannot beat no Tyson Fury. And that fight was crazy because you look at I ain't no boxing expert, so box people don't come to me, oh, you don't know about this and this, because I don't know. I just watch them. Did that Wilder and Tyson fight, Deontay Wilder just need to go right to the drawing board. I like Deontay Wilder. He was born in Alabama, right next door to us. And then a girl that worked with me, she was like doing interning. Not in my department, but in the other parts of the job. And her last name was Wilder. So I asked, I said, hey, you some kin to Deontay Wilder? She said, yes. She said, they ain't close cousins, but they cut like distant cousins, I said, well, I better not miss with you because I don't want him to come to Albany and beat me up. So, I'm trying not to make you mad. She started laughing. But, I like Wilder, you shoot the White House on the lake again. Well, Kobe gone. So, Mike could probably put hand on Wilder. Probably can. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know about Wilder. Wilder younger. And, he taller. He got longer reach, it look like. But you never know, because, boxing experts say he just one-dimensional. He don't got really no boxing skills. So, I ain't a person really to ask. But the old Mike Tyson will beat him. But, I don't know about now. But you never know. A lucky punch. And what else they were saying? You shocked that I ain't shocked because the White House been floating around the league for the last 5 years, and two, Kobe gone. Kobe ain't there to yell at him. See, that's another mentally weak. And look who he playing with, LeBron. They can't take they don't have what it takes, to be a winner. You know, the White House, he went to the Hawks, he went to the Charlotte Hornets, he went to the Wizards, and then some junk came up about him sleeping with men or something. Then ever since then, I ain't seen him. I ain't seen him for the rest of that season. After that, some jump by. He was sleeping with a transsexual or something, or messing with transsexuals, and I ain't seen him no more for the Wizards. Next thing you know, he was playing with the Lakers. You know, so the White Howard, the White Howard, the White Howard did it. He a good defensive center. You know, he was a good center. He a Hall of Famer in my eyes. He more of a Hall of Famer than Tracy McGrady. You know, at least he led the team to the finals and won and got past the first round. You know, so what else? He hit with a wide hit with his forearm, but he been knocking them jokers out, man. You know, so I hope they fight again. I hope he bounce back, cause that was kind of embarrassing, you know, on his part. And I like Tyson Fury. I like he talk trash and stuff. I like both of the fighters, so I ain't going to watching the fight like room for one or the other. But I like Tyson Fury and Wilder, so I just wanted to watch and see a good one. So I don't know when they go fight again. With this pandemic, it probably ain't gonna happen this year. And what else going on? Oh yeah, Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, he gonna mess around and don't get no contract. Okay, he gonna mess around and get no contract. Now, if this jump true about the 5 years, 175, and you still think Tupac overrated? Yeah, somewhat. Like he my top three favorite rapper. You know, uh, number one is Nas. Number two is Common. Number three is Tupac. Number four is Ghostface Killer. And number five is Guru. So he in my top five favorite rappers. But based on some of his albums, like his first couple of albums wasn't that good. Like I liked them all, but his second album, it was a couple of songs. Like the first album had a couple of songs, like Thug Life. I like Thug Life and Me Against the World, like my favorite album. But the Death Row Tupac, I ain't really like that. I like Machiavelli more than All Eyes on Me, and I like Oh You Still Down more than end of the Death Row stuff. But I think it was just unreleased stuff with that. And then like the stuff after his death, like Are You Still Down was great, but some of that stuff after his death, that stuff with Park Life and all this stuff, I ain't even listen to Park Life. Once I saw who was on it, I said I ain't finna listen to this. And Till the End of Time was fine, but the bootleg Machiavelli, like Machiavelli 5, Machiavelli 3, they already had them songs, was already out. And they signed it. I like them. I like the bootleg version because they didn't change the beat and stuff. Then the stuff where they put on the official albums. Uh, let's see, who your top five superhero? Probably number one, Batman. Number two, Spider Man. I really got to think about that. He's not well. I like as far as his catalog. Like not all Tupac albums were classics. As far as I think I should make another one to clarify it. Like some of his albums ain't classics. They had a couple of good songs. They weren't hard trash. But he ain't had nothing but classics. He ain't had all his albums with classics. Same thing with Jay Z. Jay Z. Now Jay Z the one overrated. I mean, Volume One sucked. Volume Two was good. Reasonable Doubt was good. Volume Three sucked. Blueprint, like everybody, oh, Blueprint is a great album. It's the best. I didn't like it. Okay, I didn't like Blueprint One. You know, I didn't like it, and Blueprint Two I didn't like. Uh, Black Album. If he retired with that, he need to go ahead and retire because I didn't like it. And he came out with Kingdom Come. That junk was trash. Now American Gangster was great. That's my favorite Jay Z album. American Gangster. And we came Blueprint 3 was trash. And Watch the Toilet, aka Watch the Throne, that junk sucked. And I ain't really listened to Jay Z after that, you know. And who else? So as far as the superhero, Batman, Spider Man, and I can't really think of. I think of some others if I can remember. Yeah, Michael Vela, my favorite Death Row Park album. Uh, yeah, that should take the money because, I mean, he didn't win anything. He ain't Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes can say, "Look, man, I want $200 million." He won. Dak Prescott didn't even go to the playoffs. You know, I got 50 Pop, Biggie, J, and Nas. Uh, well, 50 Cent. I like. Really, to be honest, I just heard really one 50 Cent album. The first one, cause a friend of mine do it at the time. Had the album. So and then I just heard songs here and there. So I ain't listened to a lot of 50 Cent and Pop. In my top three. Uh, what about Blade and Hellboy? I like Blade. I just know Blade from the movie, so I ain't really check out the comics. And Hellboy, I didn't know there was a comic until the movie came out. Uh, yeah, Jay Z got good albums. Now the trash albums of Jay Z is Volume One, Volume 3, Black Album, Kingdom Come. Everybody hate Kingdom Come, and like they decent listens. He ain't a trash rapper like, oh man, he can't rap. He can rap. You know, Jimmy 670. What that loser Jimmy 670 I don't remember who that is. Favre Rogers. Well, Favre my favorite football player. So Favre and Rogers, he in the list of mine, but you know, but I take Favre over Rogers. Blueprint One was a classic. Uh, I guess I gotta listen to it again because it's been years since I listened to it. But I like Kanye West, especially that. I like the first couple of Kanye. Like Kanye West, like one of my favorite rappers. But I like the earlier Kanye West when he was, you know, before I guess before his mother died. I think that when he started spiraling. You know what I'm saying? So hold on. No. Okay, hold on. Yeah, but it was written Illmatic. Gangrene on there. His name that fresh. Fresh is Gangrene. You know, Gangrene, the guy that said years ago that Amar Shumpert is a future All Star. That what he said. He said the man's a future All Star. He'll probably LeBron probably have more Shumpert on Space Jam. My favorite Nas song is Memory Lane on his first album. I like, now don't get me wrong, I like All Eyes on Me. But I ain't like it more than the Machiavelli album. You know, the Machiavelli album sound like the stuff before he joined Death Row. You know, uh, Jay Z had like Reasonable Doubt was a classic. I like Volume Two better, more than all the other volumes albums. You know, and I like American Gangster. So he got he could rap. He a better Lost Tape. Yeah, I like Lost Tape too. I regret that. Uh, Bradley. Yeah, I heard about Bradley Beal getting traded. Hey, they could be a powerhouse. He played in Washington long enough, and he had to you know leave. I don't know what John Wall gonna do. John Wall saying he 100%, he ready, but the team ain't gonna be winning. You know they ain't gonna win then. Let me see. Think my battery going low. But yeah, so as far as rapping, I was kind of like in the shell, like in 2000, man, the mid 2000s. I mean, I ain't listen to that. I just listen to old stuff. Like 2010, not 2000, not the mid 2000s. Like 2010, 11, like from 2008. Unless it's like an artist that I mentioned or artist I already know, uh, I ain't listen to nothing new. Cause that junk was trash, boy. It was during that time, that snap music. I hated that junk. You know. So I was in the shell. So I started. I think the first album that I listened to, I just went out of my shell and started listening to was Well, it was a show. I guess they still got the YouTube channel. I ain't seen them in a while. Dead End Hip Hop. They were, I just put in Illmatic review. I put Cuban Links review or something review, and they came up, and I started. They're around my age. They 30s and in their 30s. So I started. They reviewing albums of people I ain't never heard of. So So I started like checking them out, and that was around the time I got spot, like in 2014. I was like, okay, and then I'm trying to put in my charger so I could keep playing the video. So 2014, I discovered like my first album. Listen to like I went out of my shell and listened to was Mac Miller. Mac Miller, like I went back to that Piff and I downloaded Mac Miller Faces. And I said, man, this junk's great. I heard of Mac Miller, but I thought he one of them other rappers. I said, man, this man go suck. I love that album. So that opened me back up and trying other albums, and Joey Badass did too. With that 1999 album, cause somebody posted a video on Facebook, and he was just 17. He was rapping the way I like it. I said, man, this man hard. And so I downloaded that mixtape, and then a couple years later, Mac Miller. So I guess Joey Badass was the one that got me out of the shell. And then I discovered like Mick Jenkins and Kendrick Lamar. Like now to be honest, when I first heard what Good Kid, Mad City, I ain't like it. When it first came out, I didn't like it. I didn't like that album at all. I said, man, what it did, man? Cause everybody thought, man, this junk the best album ever. So I said I would listen to it. I guess I was a skeptic. And I didn't like it. And then a couple years, like a year or two later, I heard it again after I started listening to Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and J. Cole like second. If like he ain't trash. So I started listening to Dead End Hip Hop too, and I might see what they talking about and probably check them back out. But anyway, Uh, so after listening to Dead End Hip Hop and started checking out some of the albums and stuff, I listened to Good Kid, Mad City, and I love the album. With the exception of the only song I didn't like was the backseat freestyle. I didn't like that song. The rest of the songs I like. My favorite song is "Cry for Me." Uh, that's my favorite. I think that was the name of the song. That's my favorite song on the album. Yeah, Joey Badass is good. Uh, you need to listen to Meek Mills. I tried Meek Mills. I try him again. I went feeling them. That been years ago. So uh, I check them out again. So that opened me up to listen to other stuff. And what other artists that like I really like underground hip hop and stuff. Like I don't mind the topic. That don't get me wrong. Like oh man, they talk about drugs and women. I listen. The Ice Cube and all them. They talk about shooting people and doing stuff. I don't care about the content. And Scarface. He in my top 10. Scarface and 3 6 Mafia and all of that. So I don't care what they talking about. I ain't like, oh man, they talk about negative stuff. I ain't talking about, that don't bother me. But is it good? Is it good? The stuff they saying, cause Raekwon, Cuban Link, they talking about drugs and coke. And that my top 5 favorite album. So Mobb Deep or Outkast. Well, I get flack since I'm down here in Georgia. I like man, the first 3 Outkast albums were great. AT Aliens in my top 5 favorite album too. AT Aliens, and I said man, them 3 albums were great, and those last 2 albums to me were trash. But especially that double album. Oh boy, I was at college then. A partner of mine, he had it, cause that was around the time like 2003. And he had, I said, man, let me hold it. He let me hold the CD. Man, I'm about to break that CD. I said, man, what the blank is this? Cause during 2003, that when T.I. trap music and all that. When T.I., a lot of people think that was his best albums, like trap music and Urban Legend or something, right? So that was around that time, and Outkast go come out with that, because when Stank On You came out a couple of years before, I was in high school. The dude had CD. I heard. And I said, man, I ain't like. I said, man, I don't like this. I don't like this, man. First Stank On You had too many skits. It got like about 50 skits. The song you look on the back, it's 30 songs, 30 tracks, and 20 of them skits. And so I skipped the skit. That's one of my pet peeves. And then probably like 2 or 3 songs I like on Stank On You. And then Love Below, I hated that album. With the exception of 1 or 2 songs. Cause I like Prototype. It wasn't a rap album. I like Prototype. What else I like? I think that's about it on the Andre side. The Big Boy side, I think it like 2 or 3 songs. I like the song, I think with Big Gilp and all them on there. And there was another song that I like. I think it like 2 more. But I didn't like it, and I get flat. What you mean these people? What you mean? These albums great. No, they not. And Mobb Deep, the Infamous, that's in my top 5. Hell on Earth. Murder Music, and then they kind of start falling off after that. But the main thing I didn't like with they last couple of albums was Prodigy's voice was changing. Like like his voice changed. I don't know what it was, man. Like after Murder Music, his voice changed. He started talking oh deep, I don't know what that was, 'cause, of course Prodigy was the better rapper of the two. Top five Atlanta rappers, in any order, I guess. Probably, I don't know. You could say Outkast as a collective, as one, cause sometimes, like you if you go toe to toe, Andre better than Big Boy, but together they good, you know. So if you want to do it that way, I get Outkast one, or Outkast to be in it. Ti, I ain't the biggest fan of Ti, but I like the stuff that the trap music and King and all of that. His later stuff I ain't really check out Paper Chase or something like that. I think from that point on I ain't really listened. So I get Ti, um, Ludacris. Like Ludacris kind of comical, but it's some. When Ludacris out there, I was in high school and beginning college and stuff. When he first came out, I was in high school and like my senior year, I think. Uh, and I was in college when the rest of stuff, so I wasn't really checking out Ludacris after that album, what album is that he tried to get serious on, therapy or something, whatever that album is with Runaway Love, you know. And then if he came up with something after that, I don't know. Yeah, Drink Away the Pain is my favorite Mobb Deep song too. Uh, and Three Six Mafia, my favorite. Now I might get flack for this, but my favorite rapper from the South, like you count Houston and the South region, is on Lower Infamous. I know he came up with albums, but he really was known through Three Six Mafia. But that like my favorite South rapper, Lower Infamous, and number two is Scarface. You know, like I go down a little like Juvenile. Cause if I might make a video like my favorite South albums. My favorite South album is H Aliens. And then I probably gotta go down the line like the Ghetto Boys, We Can't Be Stopped, and what else? Three Six Mafia first album, 500 Degrees, cause since I Ghetto D and Ice Cream Man, so there's a lot of South albums I still listen to. And newsflash, most of the album gonna be in the 90s. 8 Ball first album, 8 Ball first three albums actually. So it's a lot on from the South. Like when I listen to South music, it's stuff from that end. Good 'Em All first album, Outkast first three albums. Um, what else? It's so much stuff from the South. Cause when I grew up, I was like a teenager. I was like about 14, 13, 14, like in the mid 90s. So all this stuff came out in 92, 93. A friend of mine next door, him and his brother had all them CDs out where they were tapes, all them cassette tapes. So I started listening to it because, I ain't had no money to buy it on my own. They used to let me hold it or record it on the, you know, on the, on the blank CD. I mean, not a blank CD, a blank cassette. And we record it and then I listen to it. And then, I was in high school. Well, I was in middle school when Master P with the Ice Cream Man and all that stuff coming up. And I liked that. And I was in high school when, make them say, that would really took them over the top, Ghetto D. And I was in high school doing that whole ordeal with Mystical and all of that, And I was in high school when, yeah, not 500 degrees, 400 degree juvie, yeah. 400 degrees, I was in high school then. And a neighbor of mine, he had CD. And I listened to that. They're my favorite, one of my favorite Yeah, Paper Trail. Yeah. And Young Jeezy, a friend of mine, he became, when Jeezy first came out with his solo album, he I like Jeezy stuff. I ain't listened to his stuff lately, but when he first came out, I liked it. But it's just something about the '90s South rap, cause everybody sounded different. You know, and cause I don't know what's Juvenile been up to now. And another thing I get flat for Lil Wayne. Now Lil Wayne, now Carter 1, Carter 2 good. Carter 3 the one. Oh man, Carter 3 is a classic. I hated Carter 3. I listened to it like last year too on Spotify when it first came. Oh man, this joke will be great. So I was working I'm gonna get into Dr. Dre in a second. Uh for Carter 3, cause I wasn't working at my job now. But it was a job out of college at the call center when Carter 3 came out. And this girl that worked with us, she was a big time Lil Wayne fan. And I heard the Carter 3. I said, man, this junk garbage. I said, I like probably 2 songs off there. And so, like, a couple years later, I heard it again. I didn't like it. And a couple years later, when I got Spotify, I tried to make myself like it. I didn't like it. You know. What you like Dr. Dre album? Only the Chronic. You know. Only the Chronic. And Chronic 2001 was okay. But it wasn't better than the Chronic. And John, he came up with the Compton thing. Now I didn't get a chance to listen to that. It was on Apple Music, I think. I guess I could find it on the internet and listen to it. But you know, uh, as far as Dr. Dre beats, Dr. Dre a master when it comes to beats. But he say he do beats with different, like he approach beats with different people. And for people who don't know, I ain't a big Eminem fan. And so when Eminem first came out, I was in high school then too. I was like, man, what is this? And I ain't like none of the beats on. And another album I think overrated, Marshall Mathers. That junk overrated. A friend of mine had that album. I said, okay, he had the cassette, so I listened to it, and I tried to listen to it again. I said, man, I don't like it, man. And now I like the Eminem Show out of his albums. I like that. But I ain't like Marshall Mathers LP. Mm-mm. You know. And the Carter 3, but I hated the Carter 3. I said, man, let me listen to it again. I like the Carter 1 and 2. And 500 Degrees and The Block is Hot and all of that. He wasn't the best rapper out. But I like the albums. But when the Carter 3 came out, and then ever since then, I ain't listened to a Lil Wayne album since. A full album. Not in my... I mean, if I'm with friends, they listen to it sometimes, but I don't listen to it. You know. And another overrated album is on Kanye West, Twisted Fantasy. Oh man, this the best album Kanye West ever came out with. Now my favorite Kanye West album is Graduation. His third album. And after the jump with his mama, he came with that 808 and then Twisted Fantasy. Oh man, Kanye West back to his old self. And I heard it when it first came out because I bought it. Because everybody said, oh man, they like the old Kanye West. I didn't like it. And then, I don't know where that CD at. And so I tried to listen to it again. Like, I give the albums a chance to listen to it multiple times. And then after that last time, I think it was like 2 years ago, I think we came up with that Life of Pablo. I listened to Twisted Fantasy again, or it was the anniversary. It was recent. Whatever they had the anniversary when it came out, I listened to it. And I didn't like it, and I ain't listened to it again. So I didn't like that album. I didn't like Marshall Mathers. All the albums that people say, oh man, these great. Carter 3, Blueprint 1, Stank on You. And yeah, first three album was great. The game, yeah, I like the game stuff. So I always, yeah, the game. Another person that I listened to his first album. Um, what is the documentary, the not the LAX, the Advocate or something. Cause I got the Advocate. I think it's second album called the Advocate or something. And LAX, and his last couple of albums been great, been better than his first albums. You know, the documentary 2, I like that more than one. What, 1993 or something like that. Then he came up with another one, I believe. So he definitely overrated, not overrated, underrated, and could be considered one of the best West rappers. Like Tupac, I don't really consider him a West rapper. He was from New York. And he really wasn't saying West. He was talking about Oakland and stuff in early albums, but you know, for a West rapper, I think Ice Cube the best rapper from the West. And in the order after that, like Snoop and MC Ren, very underrated. You know, MC Ren, what else? Kendrick Lamar, The Game. It's some West people I like. Now, I don't like E40 because I can't really understand what he's saying. And what else from the West? I like Dale the Funky Homosexual, like these older people like in the 90s and stuff, Cypress Hill. So there's a lot of West. Like West one of my favorite regions of music to listen to. Uh and as far as the South, like the South, like Texas, Memphis and Georgia, as far as rap music, I have to pick Memphis as my favorite South region to listen to, followed by Texas, followed by New Orleans, and Georgia being last. You know, because I could just name album from those regions that I like before I get to Atlanta, other than AT Aliens. You know, so but I take Memphis number one because the underground Memphis stuff good too. Snoop, yeah, Snoop from the West. Snoop a legend. Uh, Too Short, too. Yeah, the Doc's Advocate. Yeah, that's what it was called. I got that because I still got the CD case because I stopped buying that. The last CD I bought, physical CD, was I think the Nas N album. Oh, Macklemore. That jump was a joke. Like by that time, like I told you earlier, I listened to Good Kid, Mad City again after that, and so I started liking it, and then like it was after that Macklemore stuff, I listened to Good Kid, Mad City again, and then I started liking it. I liked it. Then I went back to Mac, cause I ain't, cause like I said, I went as far as the mainstream rap stuff. I didn't listen. I ain't know who Macklemore was until cause I ain't watch no videos or none. So I ain't know who that cat was until oh man, Kendrick Lamar got screwed, and I think he got screwed. Oh man, he should have won the award. They gave it to Macklemore. I said, who is that? And then he came up with Thrift Shop. I said, what song? I ain't never heard of that. What is that? Because I ain't listened to the radio. I just had CDs and my iPod. And so, they say he won the award. And I listened to the heist on the internet, and I didn't like it. I thought it sucked. You know, I said, well, this better. At that time, I ain't like Good Kid, Mad City. I said, well, Good Kid, Mad City sound better than this. And then, later on when I actually heard it again and liked it, I said, man, that man should have won outright. And then I saw he did some song about same love. That probably why he won. And after that, I ain't hear nothing else from him. I don't know what he doing after that. Oh yeah, Bone Thugs from Cleveland, but Cleveland, they really like the only people from Cleveland, I think. Yeah, Bone Thugs like my favorite group, because when 30 Rock Bone came out, I was in sixth grade when that song came out. And then the next year Crossroads. So I like all their albums. Art of War. People diss Art of War, but I like it. The double CD. And so I like Bone. One of my favorite groups. So the Kendrick Lamar thing and the Macklemore thing, we ain't hear nothing from Macklemore since. Yeah, I like DMX. His first album, I was in ninth grade. I think both of them I was in ninth grade or in 10th, in 10th grade. But I remember it came out in ninth grade when I was in ninth grade, the first album. In the Blood, because I think they came out the same year or something. But I was in ninth grade then, I think. And the third album and the fourth album. Now Grand Champ and the stuff. I don't know if he came with something after that. I don't know. I ain't hear nothing else. Now that's another guy that was wasted potential. Cause when he came out, that when Jay Z really hit it big too, with Hard Not Life and all that. And then DMX was kind of like the rougher side of that same thing. And he had the potential to be up there with Jay Z, man. I don't, he started getting in trouble doing drugs and all this other stuff, and he just fell out, man, because he was right up there with Jay Z. He would have been a different option of Jay Z, because Jay Z really don't be talking about killing people and stuff like that. Like gangster stuff, but DMX did, like street stuff rather. DMX. And if he didn't mess himself up, man, he could have been right up there with Jay Z, man. Yeah, he was bigger than Jay Z at one point, especially when the first and second album came out. Yeah, you right. And if he would have kept that momentum going, I don't know where he would have been. I don't think he would have been a businessman like Jay Z, but he have been regarded one of the best ever. You know, if he would have just kept doing albums and tours and stuff like that. Yeah, I like Jada Kids too. You know, and the Locks. And another, if we were talking about Grammy, because I really don't follow the Grammys. I talk about it sometimes, but the stuff they be winning. Like I heard about it this year. Igor or something by Tyler the Creator. Uh, and I listened to it. That's not a rap album. He's singing and making different noises and stuff. So I don't know what their definition of rap today, but that wasn't a rap album. And out of the his little crew, I don't know if they still kicking it, but I like Earl Sweatshirt. Now Earl Sweatshirt better than all of them. You know, he kind of stoic and kind of strange, but he like the best rapper of all of them. You know, and Earl Sweatshirt, and I like. Well, I heard Tyler the Creator with the first album, the mixtape Bastard. I heard it. It was good. I liked it. It was kind of strange. I ain't never heard nothing like that before. But the rest of the stuff I really wasn't really listening to like that. But Earl Sweatshirt, that's the one out of all of them I like the most. And I like Freddie Gibbs too. Like people like Freddie Gibbs and all of that. They ain't gonna get no mainstream, press. Nipsey Hussle. Well, I knew of Nipsey Hussle, but I wasn't a fan of him. I wasn't like a big fan of him. And to be honest, I don't think a lot of people was a fan of him until he died. Cause on my Facebook, for example, like my personal Facebook, I ain't hear nobody talk about no Nipsey Hussle. Posting stuff about his music till he died. You know, I knew of him because I follow, hip hop. But you know, and then another group that probably a surprise to many people that I like is Two Live Crew. You know, ain't my top group ever, but growing up in the South, especially during the '90s, that's all you heard. You know, and then as I got old, I actually listened to the albums. Not all the songs about dad. Most of it is, but they could. They ain't no lyricists, but from Miami. But I still like they first album with Nasty They Wanna Be and Band in USA and all of that. I listened to it, and then another group that from Miami, Poison Clan, they first album with JT Money. I like their first album. They were rapping and stuff, their first album. Uh, Poison Clan. So that's the stuff I grew up with, listening to. So what else? Nah, I never listened. Nah, I never listened to that. It's. No, or that guy Pop Smoke and all of them. I think he died too. I think, and none of them I ain't listened to. Some other guy that died. I forgot, but none of them like. If I see how they look and the first stuff they say, I don't even if it that type of rap, I don't even get up a time of day. You know. Now I like uh trying to think of some rapper close to that I probably give time today. None of them really, but nah. The song I do like, what the dude name? Uh, Kodak Black. Not his albums. The song he made, he was standing outside, and I think Cardi B made the remix or made her version of it. Juice World, yeah. I didn't listen to none of them. Uh, 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 some video I saw like a couple years ago with Kodak Black standing in the road. He was young. He had no shirt on. He was rapping. Uh, I said, now I like that song. You know, which NBA player would you start a franchise beside Michael Jordan? Probably Hakeem Olajuwon, Tim Duncan. Uh, who else? Shaq. Uh, hmm. Let me see some players from the day. Probably Giannis, KD, Steph Curry. And you want to go classic? What players you a starter? I know I said Akeem, Duncan, Shaq. Uh, that's all I can think of right now. I'm just going by the players I seen play. I could say Kareem and all that, but that'd be too easy. Yeah, my homeboy D that be in the video that used to be in the video where we still friends and stuff. When I did face videos, he like NBA young boy. I think I still got it. I could find it and put it up there. And so yeah, so as far as the rap goes, my my top five. I think I did a video like that, but that was years ago, and my taste and changed, and people dropped off the list. So I might do another list saying my top favorite album, but the top five still remain. Number one, Me Against the World. Number two, Illmatic. Number three, AT Aliens. Number four, the infamous Mobb Deep. And number five is Only Built for Cuban Links. I don't think they're gonna ever change. Yeah, I remember that too. when I told when me and D played a prank on fake analysts saying that we were beefing because D did videos, I'm gonna get you and all that, and I did a video saying I'm crying, I'm gonna call the police, and they fell right into the trap, you know, they fell right into it. Oh yeah, the old YouTube was crazy, but it was lit as they say. Yeah, Token. Like Token doing something. He preaching on the side of it been years ago. I don't know if he still do videos, but I checked the video probably some years ago, and he was on the corner wearing a dashiki or something, saying he a Hebrew Israelite. I don't know what that's about, but he was on the street preaching or something. I said okay. And but yeah, man, that's I'm just sometimes you like when I got home from work, I went out to eat with somebody, and when I got back, I laid down and went to sleep. About 3 o'clock. No, it was like after that video I made. I think I went to sleep. I took a nap on the couch, and then when I woke up, it was nighttime. And I was like, well, I ain't gonna go back to sleep anytime soon. I'm happy that we got to work remotely from home, so I don't have to, I can still be in my regular clothes. Yeah, O'Reilly. Yeah, yeah. And so, I just wanted to stay up and just and nobody wanted to talk on the phone. Everybody got to go to work tomorrow and stuff. So I just wanted to talk about random stuff. What else going on? The football season. Brady with the Bucks. Now one of my childhood friends, I consider him my best friend. I've been knowing him since I was like 7. Now he was a Buck fan he was a Buck fan, but when Warren Sappton was on the team and Mike Allstott, so he was a Buck fan. Yeah, but yeah, Ryan Hollis is Ryan Hollis suck, boy. I don't know where he is. I don't know where he been at. But I saw like a compilation of Ryan Harlan saying crazy stuff, and that boy is saying. Now he funny. I don't know if he trolling, cause that's some stuff a troll would do. Say some of the crazy stuff he say, and well, Ryan Harlan is the worst, and Kendrick Perkins, oh boy, he don't even know he be talking about. This guy, LeBron James, been the best player for 17, even was a rookie. Kendrick Perkins, he was the best player in the league. No, that's not true. He ain't make the playoffs. Okay? Uh, oh, okay. He ain't joking no more. But Ryan Harlan, when he was up there with Steve, because I watch a compilation because people posted it on Facebook, and and then so I saw the clips. I said, man, they got nuts. They got joking and trolling, you know. And well, I love Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. It be so funny, like especially now with the quarantine, the split screen with Shannon Sharp start going into details how LeBron James the best, how Skip Bayless be looking so befuddled, you know. It just classic how he be looking when Shannon Sharp be explaining it. Listen here, Skip Bayless. LeBron James, Goat James, did this, you know. He won the best pass. He won the best passes and the best player in the league. How Skip Bayless be look like the disgust on his face when Shannon Sharp be talking. And this the crazy thing about Shannon Sharp. I saw a clip of him in 1996. They were playing the Patriots, and he pretended like he called the president.
I'm calling the president. They need your help, president. Send extra defense or something. And this was in 1996. This was 24 years ago. And Shannon Sharp looked exactly the same. Look up the video, folks. Look up Shannon Sharp. Uh, uh, uh. Look up Shannon Sharp. Called the president something. It'll be on Facebook. Shannon Sharp looked exactly the same. That was 24 years ago. You know. Yeah, and Shannon Sharp looked exactly the same. Cause when I saw the clip, I thought it was like, when I saw the jersey, I said it couldn't be like when he was about to retire. And then I looked at the day, I said 1996. Shannon Sharp look exactly the same. But yeah, Shannon Sharp don't ever age. He looked the same when he was with the Ravens, you know. And he looked the same now. And they showed some picture when he first, like earlier, he looked the same, Yeah, call the National Guard. They need help. Call the National Guard. He funny now, cause doing that Super Bowl with the Falcons, he said, do I like him? No. Is he my friend? No. Would I help him? No. He funny. And then with Skip Bayless, I like how they play off each other. Especially when it comes to LeBron, especially when it comes to Dallas. Tom Brady. Like Skip Bayless, his facial expressions, especially during the quarantine, is so funny. And I just hate the fact now the new girl they got to moderate, she right now, but she ain't right at Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor took the job with Kai Hurd, and I kind of lighten up on Kai Hurd a little bit, but probably cause Joy Taylor on the show, so that's why I really watch it. And uh, but there been some fine ankle women, um, or commentators or whatever you want to label them. But yeah, I'm getting kind of sleepy, folks. So yeah, Joy Taylor Knight, yeah, she fine. And but I feel I'm kind of getting sleepy now. So yeah, Marley fine too. She talked to me. Yeah, she talked too much. She butt in. I don't really watch First Take like that, but when I watch, she be butting in and stuff, which is fine. She could give her opinion, you know, but she be butting in too much. I my hats off to Jalen Rose for pulling it. You know, and yeah, Marley fine, Joy fine. Who else be doing the shows? There's a lot of fine ones out there now. The lady that be on that sub in for Marley, cause she do like on court interview reporting or something. I forgot her name, but yeah, but I feel go. It been almost an hour. Yeah, Carrie Champion. Yeah, she right too. And and I feel to go, folks. I feel it been an hour. And what about Skip Bayless? Before it looks, I'm not fit to. I don't know. You might ask a female about that. It just be so funny how Skip Bayless be looking when Shannon Sharp go into details about Tom Brady or Dallas or especially LeBron or Michael Jordan. Cause Skip Bayless Skip Bayless be looking so just puzzled. When Shannon Sharp start going into details. But I finna go, y'all. I do this some other time if I'm bored or got something else. If I ain't talk about LeBron, cause I know they gonna talk about him tomorrow. I might just do another video like bored video, and then people just ask me questions and stuff. So alright, man. I'll see y'all later. Peace.